So I just wanted to put it out there, public service announcement. Raw veganism is not the same thing as veganism. Can we just call it something else? Just don't put the word vegan in there.
Hi guys, welcome back to The Raw Edge. I'm Hi Raw Nick, and today I'm doing a response video. One of my favorite vegan YouTubers, Cheap Lazy Vegan, if you know her, Rose. She has a channel, I stumbled upon it a couple years ago. She does vegan cooking videos, mukbang. She eats a bunch of vegan food. It's pretty cool. She has some also vlog style videos. It's all good. I'm subscribed to her channel and I watch her content. I really enjoy it. She did last week a rant video though that sparked a bit of a reaction in me. She spent about 10 minutes of her rant talking about raw veganism.
But the problem is that these people are still associated with veganism. So then this makes the whole vegan movement, it just muddies the waters, if you will. And it bastardizes what I'm doing, and it bastardizes what we are trying to do as a, as a group.
I mean, specifically, I think she's referring to people want to try an extreme diet. They try raw food. They're not successful because they're not focused on nutrition and health. I mean, the most recent examples I can think of are Elise Parker, who raw alignment didn't succeed that well on a raw diet, didn't really focus on micronutrients, didn't really do it for the right reasons, didn't have enough calories, was still focused on calorie restriction, had a pretty high-fat diet also. Someone else, Raw Vanna, one of the other raw foodies who fell off the wagon, similar problems to Elise. And I think this is who you're referring to, Rose, if you're talking about problems with getting a proper amount of nutrition when you're focusing on raw foods. I mean, I have been into raw foods for the last almost 3.5 years. I've been eating a high raw diet, which is like 70, 80, 90% raw food consistently. I'll do some stretches. I've done 3 months before on a totally raw vegan diet, and I felt amazing. There's a lot of health benefits to eating more raw food. Let's go ahead and watch the rant and see exactly what Rose says and see what I think.
I'm sorry, but everyone is such a hypocrite. I can't. Oh, it's so annoying. Hello everyone, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another Vegan Talks video. Today we are going to be discussing some of the things that I find annoying, some of the things that I cannot stand about being vegan. Okay, and no, I'm not saying that I'm quitting veganism, no, nothing like that, but just annoying things, just just things that I'm like, ugh, wish I didn't have to deal with that. Okay, first thing that I hate about being vegan is being associated with raw veganism. So I don't have a problem with people, deciding to eat a raw, plant-based diet. So many people associate the very restrictive diet of a raw, plant-based eater to a...
Okay, I just want to pause the video for a quick second here. I don't advocate for a restrictive diet of any kind. I advocate for a diet that's highly varied, high variety of nutrients, high variety of plant foods. If you can't eat 100% raw, getting a high variety is more important than eating 100% raw.
Vegan lifestyle. And we need to just no. My diet cannot be more cooked. Me and a raw vegan, we have literally completely different diets. I actually probably have more in common with somebody that eats meat than...
But I know when I first came to you, you were more interested in health, more interested in low oil recipes, which I thought was really, really cool. So I'm a bit disappointed to see that the Beyond Meat is creeping its way into your channel. I'd like to see more fruit in your diet.
It makes it seem as though the whole vegan movement is very restrictive and we have all these health problems.
I mean, people come to raw foods to heal their health problems. Darren, for example, he's healed his stomach cancer and Crohn's disease on a raw food diet. I have healed my allergies. I used to have some really severe food allergies, and the solution for me was just not to eat the foods that were exacerbating my issues. I used to think that it was fruits and vegetables that I was allergic to. I used to be allergic to watermelon, avocado, bananas, nuts and seeds, all these kind of things. But taking out the heavy processed foods in my diet and shifting more toward a whole food plant-based diet and even a raw vegan diet has really helped me. It's also really helped my friend Tony. He's working on reversing his diabetes with a high fruit diet, high nutrition, high hydration, high fiber, high carbohydrate. It at least acknowledge the importance of raw foods and the healing power that a raw food diet can have when it's done properly, when it's done for the right reasons, for health, for regeneration, for high nutrition and high body functionality.
You're only eating raw fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, and not much else. Let's be honest. It's good.
Okay, you can have a complete diet above and beyond on raw fruit, vegetables, nuts, and seeds. Just requires some planning, requires some education. You can't just jump into it. You can't just treat it with a blasé attitude and have romaine lettuce for dinner. You can go so far beyond a cooked diet.
Very difficult for you to A, even get enough calories, and B, actually get enough nutrients. I genuinely believe this.
Okay. I eat about 3,000 to 3,500 calories a day pretty easily. It's just a matter of having more people online that are a good influence on how to do a raw food diet, because, a lot of people out there are just trying it out.
Nutrients, I genuinely believe this. I know there are exceptions to the rule, but those are exceptions. I genuinely believe that those are exceptions to the rule. If you have to be like, oh, look at those two people that are, thriving.
Okay, two people. How about let's check out this person, or that person, or this and that and the other, and this and that, and wow. How many combined years here of successful raw food diet?
It's just very hard to follow too. It's not sustainable. Maybe you can eat healthy on a raw vegan diet if it's very, very, very heavily planned, and maybe if you live in the tropics. Again, you can follow whatever diet you want, but the problem is that these people are still associated with veganism. So then this makes the whole vegan movement, it just muddies the waters, if you will. And it bastardizes what I'm doing, and it bastardizes what we are trying to do.
Saying that because some people are paying a little bit closer attention to the quality of their food makes them bastardizing the vegan movement. That's just really harsh kind of words.
Someone is raw vegan for I don't know, maybe a few months, a few years, I'm not sure. They follow a very, very, very restrictive version of a plant-based diet, and then they're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be so restrictive because I'm having these issues, so let me just be a little less restrictive and incorporate other foods into my diet. Maybe you have developed sensitivities because now your gut is it's when you're not exposed to certain environments, and then you go back in that environment, you have issues, I just feel that's what happens. Anyways, okay, and then they start experiencing even more problems because now they've introduced all these other foods that they haven't eaten for years, and because they've only eaten 3 varieties of fruit and vegetable, now they're
Okay, so first of all, who out there is advocating that you only eat 3 varieties of fruit and vegetable? I mean, let's take a look at your most recent mukbang. You put a bunch of Beyond Meat on top of that. I mean, even you said yourself.
There's something about the Beyond Meat, I really love the taste, but it really likes to sit in my stomach. It's something that I'm not used to anymore, I guess. It just feels heavy, Even after hours, you can feel it in your tummy. It's not digesting.
Do you see how you're not used to the mock meat anymore because you're eating a vegan diet? The same excuse you're using for a raw vegan diet to say that, oh, because you've been eating a bunch of fruit and vegetables and now you eat something else, you're more sensitive to it? It's all just a spectrum.
I'm kind of ranting, and I think I got a little emotional. So I wanted to make sure that I added in this little message that I'm really not trying to hate on someone for eating raw, because if that's what they want to do, whatever, at least you're still not harming animals technically, so good. But What I don't like is being associated with it.
If we look at Elise Parker, yeah, she's eating an extremely restrictive raw food diet to begin with. Basically only eating fruit and like some tahini dressing with some very little amount of greens. There's not much nutrition in her diet, right? She went along to do a 30 days eating only meat challenge. She took her way of thinking about eating, about taking these 30-day challenges into a raw food diet, but she wasn't being smart about it. I mean, why don't you look at someone like John Kohler? Are you saying that he's bastardizing the vegan movement? Are you saying that FullyRawKristina is bastardizing? Are you saying that someone like Kendall and Jonny Juicer are bastardizing? These are the people that you're talking about when you say raw food diet. It's just not fair for everyone to be lumped in the same category. I think you're just not informed on what a raw diet is.
And I wouldn't be saying all this if the plant-based diet was not actually proven by, dietetic organizations around the world that aren't actually vegan people. These people have actually said, a plant-based diet, when well planned, can be very good for all stages of life. So
a raw food diet is also a plant-based diet. There's also information out there, studies that show that a high fruit diet is very beneficial.
In 2001, researchers tested the effect of 20 fruits per day on blood lipids and colon function, and found that within the first 2 weeks, total cholesterol had dropped by about 40 milligrams per deciliter, and LDL cholesterol also dropped about 38 milligrams per deciliter. In the 1950s, Dr. Walter Kempner from Duke University demonstrated that high-fat diets not only caused insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, but that patients could begin reversing long-standing complications of diabetes, including diabetic retinopathy, in a matter of days, simply by eating a diet that was very high in fruit.
It's the same thing. We're all doing it because there's research backing it up, because there's the things that we're hoping is going to change our lives for the better. We're all doing it because of that.
Oh, that's the science, and that's the proof, that's the evidence. So yeah. So I just wanted to put it out there, public service announcement. Raw veganism is not the same thing as veganism. Can we just call it something else? Please, just for the sake of the animals and for the sake of our environment, can we just call it something else? Call it raw plant eater. I don't care what you call it, just raw eaters or like raw dieters, like anything. Just don't put the word vegan in there.
Rose, I challenge you to think a little bit about what you said. Think about who it's affecting. Think about how it's affecting the opinions of your viewers, and maybe mention it. Maybe eating 20 mangoes would help you. Just a little bit of my advice.
As much as, again, I like to be inclusive, and I don't really actually care if somebody that, is not necessarily, like, fully, ethically connected calls themselves vegan. Like, I'm kind of iffy on this one, but this is one of the reasons why I get it. I kind of get why vegans don't like to be associated, don't like the word vegan to be bastardized or associated with, just the diet itself. Because clearly it's just more than this. It's more than a diet, and there are so many different ways of eating a plant-based diet. So yeah, moving on. Let's just move on from this whole thing. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is another thing that
Alright, so the rest of the video is relatable vegan stuff. But I just wanted to address that particular topic. Just telling you what I think, and hoping that somehow I get through and you realize that your words have weight, You have a lot of people watching you, and you have the power to affect a lot of people's opinions. So just keep that in mind. Next time you want to talk about raw food, maybe look at it with a little bit more of an open heart, open ears, receive some new information. Don't only associate the raw food diet with people who have failed. Look to the people who have succeeded. Alright, so I guess that's all that I wanted to say. Alright, so I'm not sure exactly what I did in that video. It's the first response that I do, so still working on exactly how to make the format run smoothly, but that's generally what I thought about Rose's latest rant. If you are interested in seeing more of these response videos, if you want to see interaction with more people in the vegan community, leave a comment below. Tell me what you like. Maybe suggest some other videos. Are there any other YouTubers out there who are mentioning raw food diet or high raw diet, raw till 4, let me know. Check out some of the other videos on this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button. Hit the bell notification so you know when I drop new content. And, just live a happy life. Happy, healthy life. That's what we're all trying to do. Just trying to get everyone to realize that and realize that we're all on the same team. So I think that's all I have to say for now. We'll see you later. RANT signing out.